I'm Amelia Morris, Chief Communications Officer for the City of Des Moines. Welcome to City Talk. The Blank Park Zoo has gone high-tech. We'll tell you how they're using some of the latest technologies to keep you informed and entertained. And the winds of change are blowing across the Des Moines Botanical Center. Elvin McDonald, the director of Friends of the Botanical Center, will be here to tell us about their plans for redevelopment and some exciting upcoming events. We have some real news you can use, so stay tuned. City Talk will be right back after these messages.
DMTV is on the move. Mediacom is upgrading their cable system to digital technology, and as part of that transition, DMTV will be moving to channel 86 and 97.1, depending on your TV's technology. Follow us on April 27th to our new home on channel 86 and 97.1, or watch us live online at www.dmgov.org.
The sights. The sounds. The skates, the greats, the spills, the thrills, the families, the memories. Renton Skating Plaza, fun on the ice, magic in the air.
My first guest is Elvin McDonald, the director of Friends of the Des Moines Botanical Center, and he's here to talk to us about their plans for redevelopment and some upcoming events. Elvin, welcome to City Talk.
Thank you.
Let's begin by telling our viewers about the organization. What is it and what's their mission?
Well, the Friends raise money to support the Botanical Center. And along the way, we have a lot of fun. We produce special events. We help direct the content and provide some of the content for it. Mm-hmm. And I would say every member of our board is crazy about public gardens and what they mean to the community.
Well, we're fortunate in Des Moines. We have some very beautiful public gardens. You have a formal action plan or a plan for your redevelopment. I'm interested to know, what are you going to do?
Well, we celebrated 30 years last year, and by the time you're 30 years old, if you're a building, you need some rehabilitation. And we've always been bisected by Robert D. Ray Drive, which kind of kept us from embracing the river. It's a fabulous site. Very few cities have 14 acres downtown to devote to such a thing. Mm-hmm. So in this long-range plan, we close Ray to the north, and we have a new alley of trees, which is very inviting. It provides new public spaces for gathering, and 20 new distinct gardens, like a children's garden, which I see as having some musical components. There are outdoor xylophones. There are kind of tic-tac-toe things that you jump on. I'm sure you'd love it. And so it's like a facelift, but in a way a completion of what was begun. When that dome was built in 1979, it was the hippest thing going. There was one in Montreal, one in Vancouver, 3 in Milwaukee, 1 in St. Louis. Of course the Des Moines parents wanted one. Mm-hmm. But it tended to make us focus on dome, and people began to say, well, I've been there, I've done that. So 3 years ago, we opened the show house with ever-changing displays that the Polk County Master Gardeners take care of, and that added to that. And now we've added pictures and paintings in the North Wing Gallery that change every 2 months. Another reason to visit more. So actually, the more you use it, the more it becomes feasible to keep doing it.
So now, if you're going to close Robert D. Ray, because I can visualize that, because it does kind of cut you off if you wanted to go down, and then there's the Asian garden right there. So what year are we talking about that this might occur?
Right now we're in feasibility study stage, and if the community leaders say, yes, we can raise $10 million, then we move to that, which would be this year and next year, and hoping for completion in 2013.
Okay. All right. Well, tell us, we know that there's been a lot of changes. Who owns the Des Moines Botanical Center?
Well, the city owns the property, and they were having difficulty making it work. And in 2004, the Des Moines Waterworks stepped up and said, we'd like to manage it. So they are engaged to do that at least through 2012.
And how does that impact Des Moines taxpayers?
Well, it's very good because the Waterworks is taking on that responsibility. And of course, my organization, the Friends, the Waterworks has a mission statement, which the Friends wholly support by raising the money to make it possible.
Now, are the Friends managing the day-to-day?
The Friends do not. The management is under the governance of the Waterworks, and Dawn Goodrich, a longtime employee, is our facility manager.
Okay. All right. I know that your hours have changed, so why don't you share with us what are the new hours for visitors to the Des Moines?
We are open every day from 9 to 5, except major holidays. We found that even if we stayed open certain days, the staff was left doing nothing. So
that's not good.
We took away some of those, and we added an hour every day, which is a net gain of many days.
Okay. What can visitors see and do when they come to the Botanical Center?
Well, when it's cold outside, it's one step to the tropics, and that's probably draws us most in the winter. But we have all these interior displays. Right now it's color. We have blue suede shoes in the center of the dome right now, and it's really amusing and fun. And of course, if you come Sundays from 1 to 3, we have Botanical Blues. It draws several hundred people. Some beverages and snack foods are available. Our Riverwalk Cafe is open every day except Sunday from 11 to 2, and it's the best kept secret in Des Moines.
Well, I've had lunch there a number of times, and it's a wonderful getaway to just kind of decompress over the lunch hour. I mean, the greenery and the food, it's a very nice environment. I know for the month of February that you have several events at the Botanical Center. So let's kind of go down the list of what's happening there. You have Botanical Blues, as you were telling us about, and that's on
Sundays from 1 to 3.
Sunday. And is that a free event?
No, that's admission, or members are free, of course, always.
Okay. You have something called Learn on Saturday?
And that's every Saturday morning. A talk at 10, another at 11, and that cost is $5 for members and $10 for non-members.
Okay.
And we can accommodate only 60 people, and we've been just about meeting that every Saturday. It's a great series. We have a lovely time.
Excellent.
I call it Church for Gardeners.
That's a good way to put it. It's February, and you have a Valentine's Day dinner.
On the 13th and the 14th, and those are by reservation, and you can choose to dine in the Dome, in tropical splendor, or in the show house in a more intimate setting. It's really wonderful.
And that information is also available, as you can see on the screen. So those are the events that are scheduled for the month of February. Are you planning events every month?
Well, all through March, we have Learn on Saturdays, every Saturday. And by the end of March, everybody's dying to get in their own gardens, so we close that off.
Let's talk a little bit more about the restaurant. What is the name of the restaurant?
It's called the Riverwalk Cafe,
okay.
And it's operated by Great Midwestern Catering, and they do all the catering at the Botanical Center. As you know, we have a lot of meeting rooms, we have lots of weddings, and all kinds of events in these rooms.
Well, I know that those spaces are also available for rental. So what type of rental facilities are available there? And is it just for weddings or is it for meetings? What can we rent the space for?
We have major business meetings there, like workforce has meetings there, politicians have meetings there. All kinds, and we have Walsh Meeting Room is the smallest, but in Oak and Willow we can accommodate 250 people. So, and we have audiovisual equipment, and the Waterworks has rehabilitated those rooms. They've added new carpeting, new draperies. It's a wonder. And then I put this art, and well, I don't, but I supervise all these artists and photographers every 2 months, because when I first had an office back there, I saw people like us coming out of serious PowerPoint meetings sort of blind at break time, and I thought, we have to get rid of the motel art we had around and put real art, fresh art.
Fantastic.
Mostly by local artists. But
well, let's talk a little bit about the gardens and what you have planned under your redevelopment plan. Tell us, first of all, what's there now and how that's going to change.
What is there now has gotten much better in the recent years, partly because of the Waterworks gardeners. They're all graduate horticulturists. There are 5 of them. They're wonderful. They got the spirit. And then we have a very vigorous volunteer team that helps them. We have the largest collection of buck roses anywhere, and those were created at ISU by Dr. Griffith Buck, and he's gone, but the roses live on, and they're hardy. They don't require any special care. We have the largest collection of coleus on display in any public garden.
Wow.
And we have really lots of roses. And the Iowa Regional Lily Society has filled a whole bed with new lilies and daylilies and iris. And we have a great community involvement there. And much more goes on in the outdoor gardens than people sometimes think, because it is bisected by the road.
Yeah. You have, like you said, some of the most unusual and beautiful plants. Do you still have a plant sale where we could take advantage of that?
Yes, the plant sale, I think, is the first weekend in May, and that's done by the volunteers and the master gardeners, and it's a great place to pick up flowers, vegetables, herb plants. Yes.
If you're a novice, is there any component at the Botanical Center, such as I am? I love gardens, but I really don't have a green thumb. Programs that I might be able to take advantage of to learn more?
Well, the Learn on Saturdays programs are directly aimed at that.
Okay.
But we have very friendly gardeners. We welcome questions. And no matter how dumb they are, we will act like we've never heard it before.
And so I won't feel bad that I don't know the simple answer to this question. So when you expand across the road, what's going to change? What would be different?
Well, it would be, first place, you have this grand alley that people can walk down, and there will be a tremendous fountain at the end of it that will just draw you there, so you know I want to go. And I don't know, what, 8 months of the year we could do that.
So the road will physically be gone, and it'll be chopped up and moved out.
It will be gone.
Oh.
And the bike trail will still continue right along the river, and in the event of flooding, we are prepared to open so that they'll go down this alley while it's flooded. And that will happen.
Not going to flood.
Everybody's prepared for that.
So there'll be a fountain.
And there'll just be many more places to be. Right now, the curving quality of the dome, you never have a sense of arrival. You're just confused. It's endlessly confusing to some people. But you add this rectilinear element, and it sort of makes it all very appealing. And you can go sit on a bench and contemplate the river or a sculpture, or you can watch your children play. Kids absolutely love the Botanical Center.
Oh, I'm sure they do. Now, is this an image of what the plan will look like if we can hold that up for our cameras?
Yes, this is the long-range plan, yes.
Okay.
And
so that sort of shows you, that's the dome.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Well, it looks beautiful.
And, of course, eventually on the other side of 235, the city has plans for that. In fact, I'm talking to graduate students in architecture from ISU tomorrow afternoon with Aaron Olson Douglas.
Yes.
About what the city sees on the other side of Ray here, sort of between Embassy Suites and 235.
You know, all of this along the Riverwalk is making the Des Moines Riverwalk just a must-see destination when you come to the city, and it's beautiful.
Well, and the Center Street Bridge coming here, and the Asian Garden, and the Brenton Skating Rink, and the Botanical Center, it's all...
This is a place
Actually,
to be.
I want a stretching and limbering station. I know where I want it, so that runners can come and do crunches and sit-ups. And I ran in a park in Houston for a time that had a stretching, and I always wanted one here. So,
well, it sounds fantastic. All of the plans, I can't wait to see them. I know it's going to be just beautiful. Just lastly, tell us where our viewers can get more information about the programs and services at the Botanical Center.
Well, the telephone number is 515-323-6290, or you go to the website, worldwideweb.botanicalcenter.com. We are the only botanical center listed that way, so if you just Google Botanical Center, you'll get us every time.
Okay. Elvin, thank you very much. I really appreciate you coming to visit us. Up next, City Update with information from City Government Operations. Here's Shekinah Young.
Des Moines had a great 2010, and we're off to a running start in 2011. In 2010, the city received its 5th All-America City Award and was listed in the top 10 for Best Cities of 2010. Des Moines was also voted Best Place to Raise a Family by Forbes magazine. In 2010 alone, Des Moines received 24 awards and recognitions. This year, Des Moines has a number of construction and economic development projects scheduled for completion. With these improvements and local government leadership, Des Moines is sure to bring in more awards. Keep up the good work, Des Moines. Des Moines Parks and Recreation likes to keep residents active during the winter months with activities in the community centers, indoor recreational sports, and more. There's outdoor fun too at the Brenton Skating Plaza and the sledding hills. The Parks Department strongly recommends that residents only use approved park locations for public skating ponds. There's a flag system in place to indicate the availability of public skating. Only the approved facilities, Greenwood, McRae, Whitmer Parks, and Grandview Golf Course, will have flags displayed. A red flag indicates that conditions are not suitable for public skating, while a green flag indicates that ice depth and conditions are suitable. If there's no flag displayed, the public should assume conditions are not safe. The City of Des Moines Park and Recreation asks that the public keep off the ice and water where there's no flag displayed or if the flag is red. Residents should have already received their City Source newsletter in the mail. We take pride in offering you the direct link to information and activities of the city government. Because the City of Des Moines is continuously looking for ways to reduce operating costs, readers will soon see sponsorship placement in the newsletter. Every effort will be made to maintain the present quality and integrity of the City Source newsletter. Over time, our goal is to reduce the cost while continuing to keep you informed. As the chill continues to roll through the air, we'd like to remind you of the snow and sidewalk ordinances. The city's snow ordinance comes into effect when snow begins to fall. When the ordinance is in effect, residents are responsible to move vehicles off snow routes. Failure to do so can result in ticketing and/or towing. The city's sidewalk ordinance states that you must clear your sidewalk of snow within 48 hours of the last snowfall. Residents violating this ordinance run the risk of being ticketed. The City of Des Moines has a new free email subscription service. Subscribe today and receive messages of your choice, including but not limited to snow ordinance information, road closures, construction projects, meeting agendas, recreational sports, and more. Just go to www.dmgov.org and sign up to receive the notifications. February is Black History Month, a time set aside to recognize the numerous contributions to this nation made by African Americans. The City of Des Moines has several local reminders. From the George Washington Carver Bridge to the Fort Des Moines Museum and Martin Luther King Jr. Parkway, Black history is alive in Des Moines. Find local celebrations to attend this month near you. Don't forget, there are a couple of ways to see your local government at work. Feel free to attend any of the council or board and commission meetings, or watch them live at the designated times on DMTV, Mediacom Cable Channel 86 and 97-1. DMTV can also be seen live on the city's website. Just click on the Watch Live link on the public information page. This month, the following meetings will be held at City Hall, 400 Robert D. Ray Drive on the second floor in the council chambers. City Council will meet Monday, February 14th and February 28th at 4:30 p.m. City Council Workshop will be held February 14th and February 28th at 7:30 a.m. Planning and Zoning, Thursday, February 17th at 6 p.m. The Zoning Board of Adjustment meeting will be held Wednesday, February 23rd at 1 p.m. And the Park Board meeting will be held Tuesday, February 22nd at 5 p.m. I'm Shekinah Young, and that's your City Update.
My next guest is Ryan Bickle, Marketing Director for the Blank Park Zoo. Welcome to City Talk.
Hi, thanks for having us.
Well, I'm always excited when you come because you bring little critters.
Yeah.
But there's so many exciting things going on at the zoo with technology and a few other things. But first, let's talk about the Zoomobile. What is that?
Well, the Zoomobile is a bright green Toyota Highlander, and we got to thank the folks at Toyota for helping us out with the Highlander. And it goes out to all the schools, libraries, senior homes, so you might see it around town, and you can just wave and honk at it and enjoy the new Zoomobile as.
So where is it going? Is this what you use for your educational program?
Yeah, it's educational programs, and we go all over the state of Iowa, and we educate 100,000 people outside the zoo every year with all these different programs, and we take animals outside the zoo. So a lot of people can't go to the zoo, so we come to them.
All right. Behind the scenes tours, what is that?
Behind the scenes tours, well, you heard about this baby giraffe we had last fall.
Yes, I did.
And unfortunately, giraffe can't come outside with all the snow and ice on the ground, so it's a way that people can go see the giraffe, and it helps raise money for a nonprofit zoo. So for $100, you can go, you can take a giraffe tour, you can take a tiger tour, you can take a sea lion tour. But right now I recommend the giraffe tour because you can see the baby, and you go behind the scenes in the barn, see what they do in the wintertime, and also feed a giraffe. So it's a lot of fun.
The baby, now, I can't remember when the baby was born, but how big is it?
Well, it grows quickly. It started out about 6 feet, 150 pounds.
Okay, it was born and it was 6 feet tall.
Yeah. And within a month, it had already gained 100 pounds. So it's growing
What
quickly.
do you feed something like that?
Hay and of course, its mother's milk. So,
Wow.
Yeah.
6 feet tall at birth.
Yep.
Now, there's a delivery for you. Okay, there is also webcams now. I know there's some other things going on your website.
Yeah.
Lots of exciting things.
Yeah, we have 2 webcams, and my favorite is the monkey cam. The snow monkey cam, especially right now with snow on the ground, because you can dial in. It's a great time to waste time at work. If you don't feel like working, jump on the computer and...
We don't do that.
Yeah, you're not supposed to do that, but you jump on the computer, go to our website, and you can just watch the snow monkeys play around all day.
So this is real time.
It's real time. It's live. It's on every day from about 10:30 to 4:30.
Well,
Website is blankparkzoo.com.
Monkey cam. You don't want to miss it. In terms of technology, I know you have your website, you have online, and you're using social media. So tell us how you're using social media.
Well, social media is just an easy way for us to, late-breaking news about the zoo, and so you can go to our Facebook page and become a fan of our Facebook page. Okay. We have 7,500 fans right now, and so it's a great way to communicate real fast. We also do contests and promotions. You can find out things that we don't tell anybody else anywhere else on our Facebook site. So that's facebook.com/blankparkzoo, and you can become a fan and like us there.
Well, I know there are lots of things that go on at the zoo beyond visiting the animals, because you have the Discovery Center and some other facilities at the zoo. Tell us about that.
Well, the zoo's open all winter, and one of the great facilities that opened up in 2001 is the Myron and Jackie Blank Discovery Center. Mm-hmm. And you can go in there and you can see, there's like 20 different breeds of birds. We have the very rare pink pigeon that just had a baby chick. So we now have 3 pink pigeons flying around. And there's only 250 of those birds in the entire world. So we have 3 of them at the Blank Park Zoo.
Pink pigeons.
Yes.
Is that from?
Mauritius, an island off the coast of Africa. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I know you have some animals that you've brought along.
Yeah.
And so I'd like to bring on. He always brings something that won't frighten me. Our first animal.
This is Hercules, the European ferret. Okay. And we call him Hercules because he's like twice as big as our other ferrets. He's not huge, but he's pretty big.
Okay,
and
you have him
a nice
now, right?
guy. Yeah, and he just loves to play. If I let him go, he'd probably find a hole and curl up. And you know what they can do? They're very flexible. So they love to eat prairie dogs. And
That's
so
what they need to prairie dogs?
Yeah, they like to eat prairie dogs. So what they do is they go down in the prairie dog hole and they go doo 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 doo, and they say, "Oh no, there's no prairie dog down there. There's a snake," and they can turn around and get out real easily. They're very flexible. So that was part of the problem with the American version of the ferret is when the prairie dogs all went away, so did the ferrets because they require prairie dogs in their diet.
Okay. And he's he
turns
around there.
And they also have musk glands. They're like skunks. And so
don't-
this ferret's been descented.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. 'Cause
But you do sort of smell it still, and yeah, they have quite the smell to them.
So, what do you feed them if they're no prairie
They
dogs?
have a pellet food that they eat at the zoo.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so he's one of the animals that you take out in the
Yeah, he's one of, you won't see him
Zoo-mobile.
if you come to the zoo, most likely. But he goes to all sorts of schools and entertains kids and teaches kids about the rare black-footed ferret.
And so he's sort of a cream color. Are they all
Yeah.
the same in terms of
No,
their
they have different
coats?
colors. Our other
different colors.
ferrets are much darker.
What do you think he weighs?
Oh, just less than 5 pounds.
Wow. He seems okay.
Yeah. He's a fun little
Where's he
guy.
trying to
He's lots of
go?
fun. They're popular pets, but before you get a pet like a ferret, you want to make sure that you can take care of them. And they do have a lot of health issues, so be prepared for vet bills.
Okay, is he just doesn't like being on the set, you think?
He's just curious. He
That's
wants
how
to
he
know
is,
what,
huh?
yeah.
Wants to know what's going on.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Well, okay, that's one. And your assistant who's bringing
Amy's one of our on-site educators at the
Okay.
Blank Park Zoo.
All right. Amy, thank you for Hero. And she's got something else over there, so we'll see what the next animal is.
Yeah, I got to have a glove because if I don't wear the glove, I'll get pricked because it's an African pygmy hedgehog.
All righty then. What is she doing? Oh, he crawled into a tube.
Yeah, he's curled up right now and sort of hiding.
How is she handling it?
Very carefully.
Oh, my.
Okay, so this is a African pygmy hedgehog. It's 5,000 to 7,000 quills, and right now, just sort of wondering what's going on. They can curl up into a ball like this.
Yeah, he looks just like a ball.
And that's sort of a defense mechanism. So they're surrounded by quills, and who would want to eat, something like that? Their predators are owls and raptors.
So he's slowly coming.
Yeah,
and where do
yeah.
we find the hedgehog in our circle of life
Africa.
here? In Africa.
Africa, yeah.
Okay. Oh, I wish you could hear me. He's making what's
Yeah,
the
he's
sound
making quite a noise, and he's just getting used to being here, and I bet he'll start to walk around here pretty soon.
And what do they eat?
In the wild, they eat insects, and at the zoo, they eat cat food.
Cat food.
Cat food.
So they have a liking for cat. Oh, there he is.
there
Look at
he
his
is,
little
yeah.
face. He's warming up to us.
Yeah.
But what's the sound? Does
Yeah,
he
he's
always
making a
make
little-
that sound?
Yeah, he's a little scared right now, but he's over
Oh,
it.
hey,
Yeah.
you think he's scared? I'm staying on my side of the desk.
And, they lose they have 5,000 to 7,000 quills, and they lose 80% of them every year.
They
And,
do, they
yeah,
shed them.
They shed them.
Wow. Well, that isn't. I can't see his feet.
Let me see if I can pick him up.
Oh,
here.
no, he's not
yeah,
having
he's
it.
not having any of that, is he?
No, you touch him. I
Yeah.
don't think he trusts you, Ryan.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I trust myself either.
Well, I've seen his nose. I haven't seen his eyes, and I'm
Yeah.
assuming he has 4 little feet under there.
Yeah. Well, he just,
Oh, I don't want to frighten him.
he's
I
all
kind
right.
of feel bad that
all
he's,
right,
you know, he's curling up.
Yeah.
Well, that's wonderful. So these are the kinds of animals you get to see
Yeah.
that you go out and do your education.
And of course, we have your favorite animals, snakes and alligators, and of course the skink and the bearded dragon that'll go out, and all sorts of animals that are in our education department, in addition
Well,
to
I
what you
like
see
him a
at the
whole
zoo.
lot better than the snake, I tell you.
Yeah?
That. I don't know no snake. But I bet some of the kids, I've seen some of the clips that you all have, the children seem to like the snakes.
Oh yeah, I mean, there's people that love snakes, and so they're popular.
Somebody's
not everyone is.
Somebody's got to love them.
Yeah,
Well, oh, he's moving.
yeah. Now he's moving around.
So if you don't touch him, he seems to get a little more comfortable
Yeah,
and come out of his little
Little
circle,
ball, his
little
defense
ball,
mechanism.
and starts sniffing around.
Yeah, I don't want him to
So if you
fall
had
off the
some,
table.
if you had some food, would he eat it?
I don't know. They give them a little bit of food and water when we take them out, and they just eat when they're hungry.
Okay. All right. Well, you want to leave him here? If you can keep him here, we have maybe two more
Okay,
questions,
yeah.
and we'll wrap up here. The upcoming events, this is for the month of February. Anything interesting we need to have our visitors know about?
Well, we have a couple events at the zoo
Okay.
in the month of February, and they're, of course, around Valentine's Day. And the first one is Johnny's Italian Steakhouse does a nice dinner. So if you want to take that special someone out, go to our website, and there are instructions on how to RSVP for a wonderful dinner in our Discovery Center rooms overlooking the tropical rainforest. And that's, I believe, February 12th and 13th, and you got to RSVP with Johnny's Italian Steakhouse.
Oh, that should be nice.
And then, of course, the city of Des Moines always promotes the father-daughter dance at the zoo.
That's
and
right.
so you can go to dmgov.org and find out information about that, and that's always a popular event that's held out at the zoo.
Okay. All right, then. One more question. Wild Zoo TV Online, is that the same as the Zoo Cam, or is that something different?
Well, the Wild Zoo TV is all the segments you might see here on this channel regularly, and we separate them out. So if you want to, you miss part of that segment about the alligators, you can go over to our website and find our YouTube channel, and you can watch it that. And you can also, I've heard that you can also watch full episodes of our Zoo TV program right here on dmgov.org, right?
That's right. You can watch that live. Just go to the website to DMTV and click on Watch Live. Or you can go through our schedule and find the Zoo Show and click on that, which will take you to, that's right, all of the Zoo shows online. Well, Ryan, thank you very much for bringing the animals. It's always exciting when you come because you bring a couple of critters with you.
Yeah.
So if you want information about the zoo, you can either go to
blankparkzoo.com.
All right. And if you want information about the events, who do they call?
Just go to our website, or you can give us a call out at the zoo.
And that telephone number is?
285-4722.
Okay. That wraps up this edition of City Talk. I hope you will join us again here on DMTV, City Cable Channel. Every month, we'll bring you a different city department and bring you new information about our community. Today's program can be seen again during the replays on the dates and times listed on your television screen. You can also watch us online. Go to www.dmgov.org and click on Watch Live. DMTV is in the Mediacom digital lineup, and you will find us on digital channels 86 and 97-1. For more information, visit our website or call 515-283-4500. I'm Amelia Hamilton Morris. Thank you for watching.